Welcome to The Trend. I'm Rebecca Granet. My guest today is here to be our motivation because she has teamed up with the BandAid brand to help launch their new bandages called Skin Flex and their Stick With It campaign. So I, of course, am going to say her name, She is the multi-award-winning mega superstar Kelly Rowland.
Thank you. What an intro. Woo! I am very impressed.
Well, thank you. I tried. I was very nervous to sing in front of you, but I figured I'd give it a shot.
You did a great job. That was a great intro. I feel super fly now.
Yeah, well, you are super fly.
Thank you.
Let's start, Kelly, because there is so much to talk about.
Yes.
Let's start with these Band-Aids and this campaign, the Stick With It campaign.
Yes.
If you were able to explain, I mean, it's sort of self-explanatory in the name, but what is this campaign about? What's the message?
You know, it's all about sticking with it. Just like you said, it is self-explanatory, but to get into it, basically we all have different setbacks and things in life that could be a challenge to us, and it's just really all about the way you persevere, the way you get back up. If you think about the history of Band-Aids in our lives, even as kids to adults, if something happens, whether it's a scrape or cut or burn, whatever it is, you put a Band-Aid on it, you keep on moving. This is the same concept, and this is exactly what life is. So I love this campaign. I feel like it doesn't just talk to kids or young people, it talks to everybody. We all have a moment in our life where we have to just kind of talk to ourselves for a second and have great people around us too to tell us to stick with it and to be focused and to be bold. And I love this campaign and I'm very excited about it. I'm very happy to be a part. So thank you to the BandAid brand for having me. And Skin Flex, I have been trying to find, of course, you always want the Band-Aid that's going to move with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about
like to move opposite of you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the plastic ones would just, probably pop off. And this one, I just, did a test because I'm that girl. I like to test a product.
Yeah.
And I remember when they sent it to me, I'm sitting up here doing this to my ankle because I usually get cuts on the back of, back here on my foot. And I tested it and it was awesome. I was like, nice job, guys. Great technology.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's talk about this for a second because it's actually very exciting.
Yes.
There's so many different aspects. So, okay, I'm going to rattle off a few.
Okay.
So, it lasts for 24 hours.
Yes.
It dries almost instantly.
Yes.
You can go through hand washing with it. And this really cool feature, and it moves with you, like you said. This really cool.
Skin.
It's like, yeah, it's right with you. My favorite thing, though, is that it's touchscreen friendly. I know. How crazy is that?
I know. By the way, we never find that.
Right?
That's why I said this technology is the coolest thing. So bravo,
yeah, there you go, BandAid brand. Well, in the videos that you have talking about BandAid brand, you talk about your own Stick With It story.
Yes.
Can you share with us a little bit? Because you mentioned in the video something about a song and how that song. Okay. What is that all about?
Well, basically, I did a song a couple years back, and I remember being so excited about it. And I had a team around me at that time. I played them the song and they just didn't get it. They were like, I don't think this is, going to be that record for you. You should just not even focus on it. I was like, oh no, these are lies. Immediately, I just knew that wasn't the team for me anymore. And while it was a hard it was hard
to break away.
It was hard to break away. I knew that it was the best for me, and it was almost like my wake-up call in my moment to believe in myself enough to say, all right, it's time to move. You got to go. And I did. And this song went on to become a #1 record.
I was going to say, is this a song we know?
When Love Takes Over.
Oh. No way!
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And went on to become a very famous record and #1 in several countries, and I'm very proud of that.
There you go, girl.
You have to, you never know what's on the other side, and it's important to know that, you're great.
To believe in yourself and stick with it. So even Kelly Rowland runs into some challenges at times.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be superhuman if I did. You know what I mean? I think that it's important to just let anybody and everybody know you have those moments in life. Doesn't matter, who you are.
Who you are.
Yeah, we bleed the same blood.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Speaking of sticking with it,
yes,
you have now been able to add the title of author to your resume.
Yes.
You have written a book. It's out right now. It's called, we'll give it a shot, Whoa, Baby.
Yay!
Which is so exciting.
Thank you.
All about what it's like to be a mom after you give birth.
Yes.
What is the message that you would hope people would get from this, young mothers or any type of mother who has just given birth and is going through some of the changes that might be difficult for them?
Well, the book is all about post-baby, like what happens to your body. I remember after I had my son trying to find so much information about what was going on, and I was, no exaggeration, calling my doctor 7 to 8 times a day after I left the hospital.
Speed dial, speed dial.
I know. I really did have her on speed dial, and thank God we have that type of friendship and relationship. Dr. Tristan Bickman is my doctor. She's in Los Angeles, in Santa Monica, and she said, you know, most women have more questions about what happens after them before. You got great books like What to Expect When Expecting, or Jenny McCarthy's Belly Laughs is one of my favorites. She literally made me just crack up laughing, and she made me feel human, like these things are just going to happen, and I was prepared. So my book is more so for the mom who likes to be prepared, and that's pretty much all of us. You know what I mean? We like to know what's going on, and I don't know about anybody else out there, but I'm a little bit of a control freak.
Yeah.
So I would like to know what's coming up. And then I remember after all those things happened, I called my friends like, you heifer, you did not tell me that these things were going to happen. And they were like, I did. I was like, no, you forgot that part and this part and this part and this part. And they told me like other stuff like, oh, your boobs are going to be so big. But that's great. Who doesn't want huge boobs?
No, that's a good thing.
You know what I mean? This is great.
Photo shoot, like
Photo
ready to
shoot
go.
Completely. But you have those moments. But then there was other things that we actually dive into in the book. And I'm really happy that we brought light to it, that we were honest about it, and we actually had fun writing this book.
Candid conversations about it. Yeah. Another title that you have is being the mom of a beautiful baby boy, Titan.
Thank you.
When you look for, so this is a different world. Raising kids right now is a different world than when we were even growing up. When you look at the social media world, how do you think as a mom, I know it's a little early maybe, but...
I'm literally shaking. Oh my God.
We'll take a deep breath. No, you know, what is it going to be like? Have you thought about how to prepare Titan for entering the world of social media and what he might experience?
You know, me and my husband had a conversation before my son was born, and we just said that we promised each other to always keep it very black and white with Titan. Like, no gray areas. If he asks us any questions, we have to answer them honestly, you know, because I feel like in the time that I was growing up, I remember my mama didn't even want to talk to me about sex. And I was asking kids at school about it, and they're like, it's when you guys flip your hair at the same time. These are all lies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying they actually said that, but just like things like that. It was just like ridiculous answers to what is sex and all these different things. And I remember thinking, I don't ever want Titan to run into a situation where he's trying to figure it out. He'd already know what it is, you know, whatever it is. I feel like he's to understand who he is, where he comes from, and his culture and his background and his family and love and morals, all that I want him to get from home. I don't want the rest of the world to tell him who he is, because if it's up to everybody else, they would tell him anything. So for me, I'm raising a man, and I want to raise a great black man who is proud, who has self-respect, and who knows who he is, and that means the world to me. And I think that's why God gave me a son, because I'm going to be a great mom to this boy.
You already are. I mean, listen to you. Forget about it. I mean, drop the mic. Like, forget about it. I mean, he's going to grow up great. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Another thing that literally, I'm just going to say this. If we talked about all the things that you're involved with right now, I would have done my intro and they would have said, interview's over. Literally. You're so doing
sweet.
So much. It's absolutely, so another thing that you're doing is you're all the way over in Australia. You're doing The Voice Australia.
Yes.
What is it like? What kind of a voice is inspiring you right now? What's going to get you to turn your chair?
It's one that gives me goosebumps, actually. I'm always waiting for that moment to get goosebumps, or waiting for that moment where I'm like, oh, there's something special there and I really want to work with it. You know, it's out of those two. But it's been so much fun, and I love Australia. I literally always have, ever since the day that I got there years ago and was touring there and spent so much time there, and I love it. I always will, always have, always will.
You see, Kelly, what we did here when I sang was I purposely made sure that you were turned towards me so there was no rejection that would happen if I
she sounds good.
You know what I mean? Like, you were already turned towards me, so I was okay with it.
The chair was already turned?
Yeah, I was good. So I got a chair turned from Kelly. We got it, guys.
Ta-da!
There you go. Another thing is your music personally.
Yes.
I love watching you talk about your music because for anybody who's creative, they know that they just like you just when you're in the groove, when you're in that moment, and you're able to have self-expression.
Yes.
You just light up. It comes from within you.
Yes.
You have that.
Yes.
I
thank
love
you.
no, I love watching you talk about it. I know you. There's some new music that you're working on. What can you tell us? I know you don't want to give away too much, but when is it coming out, or what is inspiring you right now?
I never like to give dates, but I will say that it's sooner than later.
Okay.
But what I'm excited most about is first of all, I've been recording forever, literally, like since before my son was born. Maybe I was about 7 months. I was 7 months pregnant, and I was in the studio, and I remembered I was just recording. I was so in like pregnancy bliss and all excited and such. And after I had him, I was just in mommy bliss and just in mommy mode. And I remember still going to the studio, and while I was recording, nothing was just like hitting me. You know what I mean? Like, and I wanted to make a record that just made you feel something. And that to me was so important. And I remember actually hearing Solange say before she started a seat at the table, she's like, I have something to say. And I really feel the need I have to say it, and I have to put it in music. And I understood what she was saying then, but I get it now. I get it now because after you listen to Marvin, after you listen to Stevie, after you listen to her, after you listen to Kendrick Lamar's new record. I don't know if y'all got it, but if you don't have it, it's definitely one to get. But they make you think, and they make you reflect, and they provoke thought, and I just feel like it has meaning. You know what I mean? I remember listening to Watch the Throne, and it made me feel, you know what I mean? It's just certain records, and Lemonade. I mean, not just because she's my sister, but she made a freaking great album.
Yeah, she did.
And just all these artists that I named, they have albums that tell a complete story. And I remember thinking, I'm just recording songs, and I don't want to do that. I want to have a record that has substance and is great and makes you feel something. So until I found that, did I get excited?
And now you feel
5
you
months,
found it.
oh my God, I'm so excited.
5 months ago, you said you feel.
Yes. We just found a groove, me and the producer, and I brought in some different writers, and it feels good. It feels good again, and that's such a good feeling.
Well, we are excited.
Thank you.
We are
I am
excited.
too.
We can't wait. With that, I'm going to move us on to the 10 for 10 challenge.
Yeah,
you're ready. I know you're ready. Kelly, you get 10 questions. You have about 10 seconds to answer each.
Oh, crap.
Okay? No, we won't. Here's the thing. We don't like,
That's
you know.
where the kicker is. You get 10 seconds. Figure it out.
If you go 12, we won't yell at you, you know?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
I like your nail color.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. See, now you get 13 seconds because you complimented me.
No, it's 10 for 10. I'm going to behave.
Okay. You've collaborated with some amazing talent. Unbelievable talent. Moving forward, who would your dream collaboration be?
Sade.
Oh, yes. Oh, the audience liked that one.
I love her.
Describe your parenting style in one word, and then your husband's parenting style in one word.
Okay. I'm soft. He's firm.
Soft and firm.
Yes.
Got it.
It kind of balances itself out.
I'm going to give you a Throwback Thursday question.
Oh, boy.
You're in the car listening to your Destiny's Child songs.
Okay.
Which one are we most likely to see you rocking out to?
Probably, sorry, but probably, can you keep up? Only because we do like silly dance routines, like me and some of my friends. They're like, "We're Destiny," you know what I mean? Like we're just silly.
I love that you said that because that's mine.
Probably had a cocktail or 5.
Because this is me in the car. I was like,
It's fun.
When
Not
they
in the car. Not in the car. You said in the car.
Oh,
Sorry,
no. Driving.
No,
yeah.
we're not driving. We're not drinking and driving.
No, not drinking and driving.
I'm so sorry. If we're driving, a Destiny's Child record. Probably Confessions from the Writers on the Wall. I love that song. Yeah.
That's good. Because I'll tell you, for Lose My Breath, this was me. I was always, you know, and that part goes, right? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on this. You kind of touched on this one, Kelly. Your favorite thing about Australia?
Favorite thing about Australia is how chill everybody is. They're just really cool people, and Like, I'm literally like walking down the street and everybody's like, what's up? Like, I'm not going to do an Aussie accent, but it's the cutest accent. But it's always, what's up, Kel? Like, you know, as if we've like known each other for years. And that actually makes me feel so at home. So I really appreciate that.
Warm.
Yes, it's so, Aussies are so warm, man.
Oh, I like that.
Great people.
Okay, you ready for this one? Something you did post-delivery that you really felt helped you to get back in the shape you wanted to be in.
Soul Cycle.
Yes, Soul Cycle. That's
Soul
a good one.
Anybody go to Soul Cycle? I just saw.
Everybody
I
in
just
the
saw
audience
fist
is like,
bump.
yes.
When Soul Cycle's awesome, and my instructor is Angela Davis, and she has the best playlist, and she's the best instructor.
Please tell me she plays your music, because like that's a no-no.
She has before. No, she has before.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
good.
she has
I was
before.
gonna say, if you were in my class, I mean, I'd have to play the music.
No,
so.
definitely.
What's your ideal date night with your? So now that you've had Titan, right? Date nights are probably a little bit different. I mean, I'm guessing.
Yes.
What is, as a mom, what is your ideal date night?
We like to go out at comedy places.
Yeah.
We love to laugh. We dance. We'll go to like a party, nice dinners. Yeah.
Look at her smiling.
Yeah,
You're
we have
like,
fun
yes, date nights
together.
are great.
We have fun together.
Okay, when you were pregnant with Titan, a song that you maybe sang to him while you were pregnant, or maybe one that, if you didn't, one that now you two like to sing together.
He has a song in music class where he like taps his chest and says, me, 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 and then it continues into you and yes and maybe and no, which he's finally learned, and everything is no. I don't know if any of you have children out there, but everything is no. Titan, would you like to go outside? No. Titan, would you like some water? No. Titan, would you like to eat? No. Lies. This boy has a huge appetite, so.
You gotta use it against him. Titan, would you like to sing the Me and You song? No.
That's true. After the 30th time we've heard it, but yeah.
We don't want to hear it.
No.
That's cute. I mean, it's a cute song, though. No. All right. You said it earlier, Beyonce, your sister. Mm-hmm. When you get together with her and Blue Ivy for Playdates, what is the thing that you guys like to do together the most with the kids?
Eat.
Eat? What are you eating?
Everything.
Everything on the table?
Yes. We all love to eat. We usually are getting together for meals, like, you know, like family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk about Mother's Day for a second. It's coming up.
Yes.
There's a few things you're doing. You're going to be part of VH1's Dear Mama Mother's Day special, which is pretty cool.
Yes, I'm very excited.
On a personal level, though, how do you plan to spend Mother's Day this year?
It's a very good question. I want to be by a beach. Last year I was. My husband took me to Cabo San Lucas. Oh. And I'd love to do that again, honey. It'd be great to just escape for Mother's Day.
Okay, there you go. No, there you go. We'll show them the video.
Exactly. She pointed me in the direction of the camera.
There you go. To your camera, Kelly, let her know.
I love it.
All right, your last one. You did great. In the spirit of sticking with it, what special Kelly Rowland advice would you give to people trying to live out their dreams and maybe meeting some resistance right now?
Passion. Passion is not for purchase. If you truly are passionate about something, then you do stick with it. You do the work behind it. There's been so many times where somebody's either told me no. We've all heard no. And we all know what the sound of no and regret feels like. But at the same time, we have the power to change that. We have belief and will and drive, and no one can stop that. And if it's truly something that you feel within every single part of your being is alive and well and is purposeful and is ready for whatever it is, I don't care what it is that you do, then you go out there and you kill it. And you put the most incredible effort into it with nothing left behind. Just jump. Whatever it is, just go for it. You can do it. Stick with it.
So motivational.
No problem.
No pun intended. Listen, Kelly, you are just such a pleasure.
Thank you.
We want to
you.
Thank you. We want to remind people about your book, Woah Baby, which is out right now all over the world, everywhere. You know, it's just in every store. And also these Skin Flex bandages. I'm going to say the URL for where people can go for more information.
Yes.
It's a mouthful, so everybody stay with me on this. www.band-aid.com/skin-flex. Boom. There we go. Kelly, thank you so much. And for anybody who asks, I'm now on her team on The Voice, so let's be real.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was so great meeting you.
You too. Thank you.